Not in a million years would Miss Victoria ever had expected what would happen at the end. It took her months to recover.
Curiosity kills the cat. Or no, curiosity kills the little children. Emeka and Princess, two 9-year-old children, normally very joyful and easygoing, had their worlds broken like glass. It was like magic, but their parents got divorced. No one knew why, but it was for a very strange reason. A reason too complicated for these two small kids, but maybe you watching this story might understand why later on. Don't go near that family. Their mother would yell at them every time before she went for work, giving them a very terrible eye that only African mothers could give. They were confused. What was so special about their neighbors that their mother was so fearful against? And as they watched their mother hurry off to work, they would cast their faces in sadness. Their mother didn't have time for them again, and it didn't help that they were on holiday. It was like as if they were now forsaken and forgotten, regularly left alone in the house with the big bright television as their only partner. And soon enough, they got sick of the screen and bored. Miss Victoria could see the sad faces of her children. She would always remember them. But what could she do? She had to work and pay the bills. The country wasn't easy anymore. Hard and extra work had to be compulsory. She smiled bitterly. She missed her childhood days where she didn't have to worry about anything. She didn't need to think too much or stress herself. But now she was an adult and she had to behave like one now. As Emeka and Princess watched their mother's car go off, they faced each other with sorrow. "When will Mummy play with us again?" Emeka grumbled, but this time they heard something. They turned to see Tunde, their neighbor, the boy their mother always warned them about. In his balcony, they saw him with another person, and they were holding something in their hands, their eyes glued with excitement. Bright smiles littered on their faces. They looked at each other, confused. What was going on over there? They continued staring at them, looking from window, until Princess could take it no more. "Let's go and see. Don't you remember what Mummy said?" Emeka shook his head. "Well, I just want to know," Princess argued. She got the keys and began to move towards the neighbors. Emeka waited a little before following after his sister. They shouldn't have gone. Tunde and his friend could see their curiosity. They were 15 years old and knew how they felt at the same ages. The both of them wanted to belong, to play, to embrace the new and the interesting. Turning to each other, they smiled mischievously, evil thoughts floating through their heads. "I heard you people have money. Go and bring some money from your house, then we will show you." Tunde laughed. "Money? We can't do that. That is stealing." Princess responded immediately, fear all over her face. "You are not ready then. Don't you want to see something exciting?" Tunde's friend shook his head, trying to drag Tunde away. "No, wait, don't go." Emeka faced them. His curiosity was getting the best of him. He rushed into the house and came out, and after giving the two boys, they laughed merrily and went away. Emeka was shocked. Where were they going? After giving them money? "Won't you show us?" Emeka begged. "Don't worry, meet us tomorrow, we will show you." Tunde smiled evilly, his eyes full of mockery. Did we do the right thing? Princess was worried. After all, this had all been her idea. Emeka and Princess continued to steal from their mum's purse to give to these two boys, unaware that they were being taken advantage of. And Miss Victoria couldn't even tell. She was busy doing work and rushing to the office to discover her children were being slowly influenced. But one day, Tunde and his friend finally showed the two little children what they usually watched on their phone. And it was simply very, very striking. But what are they doing? Princess was shocked, gazing at the screen with eyes wide open. Emeka was even more confused. The both of them saw a man and a woman on a bed, taking very strange positions and making some loud noises. They seemed to be very happy, the both of them observed. Indeed, over-curiosity wasn't a good thing. They kept on watching, fascinated at what they saw. And before they knew it, they had an idea, a very bad one.
What if we try it ourselves?
That night, while their mother slept, Emeka and Princess decided to try what they had seen on the phone the other day. "Are you sure we should do this? It feels bad." Princess became afraid, trying to move away. "It's okay. Don't you want to do what the adults are doing?" Emeka replied almost immediately. Like lightning, the door swung open. A horrified and shocked face was frozen in place, and the whole scene turned graveyard quiet. "What were the two of you planning to do?" Miss Victoria yelled out, her eyes filled with immense fear. It was at that moment she realized she had been making a mistake this whole time. "My babies, my innocent little babies." Miss Victoria couldn't control her sorrow, tears almost streaming down her face. As she gazed at the confused faces of her two little children, she felt even more embarrassed. She was so afraid of failing them financially. She didn't see she was already failing them emotionally. She didn't see the cracks forming in their little hearts, the loneliness, the curiosity, the danger. They needed their mother, not just her money, not just her meal. They needed her voice, her guidance, and even her nagging. But she was so busy chasing things that could vanish tomorrow, that could all be lost, forgetting her true legacy behind, her true diamonds.